So with President-elect Joe Biden preparing to take office soon, I know this is kind of a weird video for me to make, but the speculation never ends. So I got to thinking earlier today about how these next 4 years will be with the Democrats back in the White House, and what does this spell out for 2024? Now, we know that Donald Trump, or we don't really know, but we kind of know. So if you don't know, Donald Trump, there's talks of him, and I would say that you can most likely assume that he'll run again with what we've been hearing in 2024. Now, with that being said, what does this mean? So this means that, it means a couple things. It means that all of the Republican soon-to-be nominees, you know, the Mike Pences of the world, the Nikki Haley's, the Ted Cruz's, they're gonna have to wait. They're gonna have to wait. You know, their time isn't coming yet because Donald Trump still very much has the Republican base in his clinches, and he's not letting go, nor are they anytime soon. So all those people that want, you know, that have presidential dreams, you know, presidential aspirations, I'm sure Pence does. He doesn't want to be Donald Trump's sidekick forever, but you know, we know Ted Cruz does. Nikki Haley, they're pushing her lately. You know, all those people over there, all those ghouls, right? So they're gonna have to wait. So Donald Trump will make his return pretty soon, and I would say that it's not far-fetched to say that over the course of these next 4 years that he will just be going around doing rallies and promotions and all kinds of shit, trying to prepare himself and his base for this 2024 election. Now, that's the Republican side of it. What does this spell for the Democrats? What this says for the Democrats is either get your act together now or you're gonna be forced out of office again. See, if you haven't noticed, there's a common trend when it comes to elections. So both parties are rigged. Both parties are god-awful. But what happens is, okay, you elect one party, they show you how much they suck over the course of 4 years, and then you go, all right, or maybe 8 years, right? We saw what happened with Obama. And after that, the people go, all right, enough of you. Let's see what the other side has to offer. And so they elect the other side. And then 4 years to the other side, and they go, no, we don't like this. Let's go back to, and then the others, you know, we just saw it happen with Donald Trump, right? 8 years of Barack Obama, 8 years of nothingness. The people said, no, we don't like the status quo. We hate the status quo. We want somebody else. Donald Trump was promoting himself to be an outsider. The fake populism worked. He got elected. Turned out to be a regular establishment Republican. His policies were awful. Didn't help any working people. Only helped the top 1% and corporations and his donors. So people rejected him, and not to mention COVID and a bunch of other things that we really don't have time to get into at the very moment. So the people rejected him and said, all right, we'll swing back to the Democrats. Now, over the course of these 4 years, if the Democrats don't come up with something, don't provide people with the economic relief that they need, don't fix the justice system, don't address wealth and inequality, things of that nature, 2024 is going to be hell for them. Especially if Donald Trump runs again. I mean, he's effectively, Donald Trump has been on a high for years now. You know, after an incumbent president loses an election, they normally lose popularity. Like, you know, Mitt Romney's a good example. When he lost to Barack Obama, nobody really wanted to hear from him, right? But it's different with Donald Trump. People, like, he still has his fans. He still has his base. You know, those people that'll never leave him. So, you know, unless he, you know, I don't know, passes away or something, he's going to be around for a while. You know what I mean? And if the Democrats don't get their act together, they'll be facing up against the same thing that they were previously facing up against. But this time, maybe a pandemic won't be around to save them. You know what I mean? So, now, So what they're saying, what people are saying is that after these 4 years, Kamala Harris will slide in, and she'll replace Joe or something. I don't know, or I don't know who they'll run, what establishment figure they'll pick. I don't know what it is, but that's what they're saying. It'll set the ground for Kamala Harris. Listen, man, if you don't get a populist in there, you're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose the White House. You're fighting for the Senate right now. Probably not gonna win that. It doesn't look like you will, and you could even lose the House too. I mean, you lost seats in the House this past election, right? You're projected to win the Senate overwhelmingly. That's not happening. You might not even win the Senate. Looks like you're not. So something has to happen, man. The left needs to learn to embrace populism, and they need to learn to embrace it fast. And if they don't, it's gonna look very, very bad for the future. Now, the American people. What do the American people want? They want populism. They want left-leaning policies. The polls are overwhelmingly showing what they want, but nobody's offering that. Oh wait, there was somebody that's offering that, but he got screwed. The guy's name was Bernie Sanders. Now, in regards to Bernie Sanders, that loss hurt, man. That loss hurt really, really bad. I still haven't recovered from that, and the left as a whole really hasn't recovered from that. That was a very detrimental loss that we suffered, and we needed to win that, and we didn't. And we're paying the cost of it right now. You have Joe Biden flooding his cabinet with corporate ghouls and neocons and hawks, and it's not a good scene. It's not a good scene for us, and it doesn't look good for us. They're pitching Neera Tanden as a progressive candidate. It's so disgusting. It's so obscene. It's so just so repugnant. I don't even know. Words can't describe how nasty it is. But that's what it could look like in 2024 if the Dems don't get their act together. And I honestly don't expect them to. I don't expect them to. But there needs to be a takeover of the party, much like the Tea Party had the kind of effect that it had on the Republican Party. Now is not the time to unify. This is a civil war within a party in itself, and we need to fight, and we need to push these people out in order to actually get the change that we want.